Ever wonder when Tesla plans to divide its stock again? It is still possible to make accurate projections on this, despite the fact that it is far more difficult than with price predictions and appraisals. You won't want to miss this information, I assure you. In August 2020, Tesla divided its shares for the first time. Between the day the stock split and the announcement of the split, shares had increased by 81%. Tesla's stock fell almost 14% in the month that followed the split, but it bounced back in less than 2 months, rising roughly 36% 6 months later. During the same period, the S&P 500 was flat. August 2022 saw the 3-for-1 stock split for Tesla 2 years later. For each share held after the conclusion of trade, Tesla paid a stock dividend equal to 2 shares in order to implement the split. The stock split lowers the price of the shares and increases their availability to a larger group of individual investors. It also lowers the cost of trading stock options. In its initial proposal, Tesla stated that enhancing employee satisfaction would assist maximize stockholder value, and that the move was primarily meant to enable the firm provide every employee the option of acquiring shares in Tesla. So, why do businesses divide their stock now? A company's business fundamentals remain unchanged when it splits its equity. It's merely division and multiplication. Consider the most recent split of Tesla. The corporation divided its stock price by 3 and multiplied the shares of each shareholder by 3. As a result, after the market opened on August 25, Tesla's shares dropped from over $900 per share to roughly $300 per share. Although stock splits don't change the value of owners' interests, they can be a useful tactic to make purchasing a stock seem more affordable. Retail investors are left wondering when Tesla would split its shares as a result of this. Some people are curious as to whether Tesla follows any particular formula when it comes to dividing its stock. Some, however, claim that looking at Tesla's stock split history is necessary to forecast the future stock split. In August 2020, Tesla's stock price was approximately $1,500 per share when it first split. When the EV firm split its stock for the second time in August 2022, a share was valued between $900 and $1,000. It's crucial to remember that Tesla splits its shares not just to ensure that they rise in value, but also because they anticipate a rise in value and want to allow their workers to purchase equity at a lower cost. Purchasing Tesla stock is now more simpler than it was when the company's stock price was between $800 and $900 before the August split. That means that more people can afford the $300 per share price. Compared to when the stock price was approximately $900, it is now more easier for regular investors to acquire a share of the leading EV firm, even though it is still a substantial amount of money. Currently, based on the pattern of Tesla's stock splits, the company's stock price is gradually declining. Retail investors should anticipate further stock splits in the near future, so this seems like good news. Based on the company's past stock split records, it appears that Tesla is making every effort to split its shares prior to the price, reaching 4 figures in the $1,000 region. This is the foundation upon which our prognosis will be built. Some estimates for the value of Tesla stock indicate that it will trade for between $860 and $1,176 in 2024 and 2025. Having said that, it is anticipated that when the price of Tesla's stock approaches $1,000 per share, it will split somewhere between 2024 and 2025. It is possible that Tesla will conduct its third stock split in late 2024 or early 2025. What is the expected amount? It's possible that Tesla will split its shares 4-to-1 in 2024, assuming that the stock is valued $860. We get this conclusion because Tesla appears to prefer to maintain prices in the low hundreds, which are between $150 and $200 per share, rather than falling below $100. Thus, the stock price of Tesla will be $215.80 if a 4-for-1 stock split occurs in 2024, when the stock is valued at $860. The stock price will be $283 in 2025, $239 in 2026, $401 in 2027, $450 in 2028 and $456 in 2029, and more than $500 in 2030 if that occurs. That is, once more, if Tesla splits its shares 4-to-1. In 2030, when the stock price surpasses $500 per share, Tesla is likely to implement another stock split if that occurs. Like the last split, this one might be a 3-for-1 split. Having said that, Tesla is planning to split its stock in two ways. First, it will split its shares 3-for-1, and second, it will divide its shares more, possibly 4-for-1 or more. Based on the assumption that the company's stock is approximately $500 in 2030, if they split the stock 3-for-1, the stock price will be about $170. Although it seems unlikely that Tesla will offer more than 3-for-1 at the $500 price point, we might as well consider this prediction. Having said that, they could split stocks at least twice in the cautious scenario. Because there is Tesla insurance, BOT energy, and robo-taxes to consider, please take note that this is a bit more conservative. Calculations show that the average car sales in 2022 were $57,000 per vehicle. These figures are expected to rise to $55,000 in 2023 and 2024, and then to $50,000 by 2025. There will be a split of Tesla stock between 2023 and 2024, assuming that the equity is valued $608 per share in 2023 and $941 in 2024. When the stock is valued $941 per share in 2024, there may be a 5-for-1 stock split. After the split, the price per share will be approximately $188. Tesla stock would be $268 in 2025, $402 in 2026, $544 in 2027, and $720 in 2028 if it occurs. Now there might be another split to lower the price to $144 in 2028 when the stock hits $720. Having said that, these forecasts result from examining the cautious scenario in which we focus solely on the cars, adding a small amount of FSD, as well as robo-taxi insurance and Tesla energy. Furthermore, the profit and sales figures that were provided were extremely cautious. Despite everything, at least 2 stock splits are possible this decade. Once more, stock splits have the potential to increase trading liquidity and lower the stock's perceived price. During a stock split, the market capitalization and the company's worth remain unchanged, but the quantity of outstanding shares rises and the price per share falls proportionately. A split of a stock also has an impact on its price. A split will result in a decrease in the stock price because there will be more shares in circulation. In the case of a pair, 4-1 split, resulting in halving of the share price. As a result, even though a stock split raises the number of outstanding shares and consequently drops the share price, the market capitalization of the business stays constant. 2-for-1 and 3-for-1 split ratios are the most popular ones. They indicate that a shareholder will receive 2 or 3 shares, respectively, for each share they had before to the split. The board of a firm may decide to split shares if the price of the company's stock rises to a point where some investors could feel uneasy, or if it surpasses the share price of comparable companies in the same industry. Even when the underlying worth of the company remains the same, a stock split may provide the impression that the shares are more reasonable. Additionally, it may make the stock more liquid. Even while there can be a drop just after a stock split, there is also a chance that the share price will rise. This is due to the possibility that small investors will view the stock as more affordable and purchase it. As a result, the stock's demand is increased and prices rise. A stock split signals to the market that the company's share price has been rising, which could be another factor contributing to the price increase. Some might believe that this increase will go on in the future. Prices and demand rise even more as a result. It's unclear if Tesla will split its shares more within the next 10 years. The previously indicated projections regarding the likely timing of Tesla's stock split are merely informed guesses based on the information at hand. To see more forecasts for Tesla stocks similar to this one, don't don't forget to click the subscribe button.